Okay, so on to the next track in Sammy's Rock Empire Fridays, man. We still with Shinedown. This is called Dysfunctional. I think after this one, we're moving on to a different artist. But we're still with Shinedown for now. This is Dysfunctional You. Never heard of this song. We have reacted to a couple of Shinedown songs already. We haven't gone too deep into their discography. I think they probably do have quite a bit. But I think we've actually done quite a few, to be fair. For those of you who love Shinedown, I've already reacted to 2 today. You can go back and watch those if you're only joining us now. But also, if you haven't watched the update video, I dropped an update video to give you a bit of information on the channel and where we're going to and what the status quo is currently. That's important information. You can just go back and watch that update video. I've dropped it before any of this. So yeah, anyway, let's rock and roll. Shinedown, Dysfunctional You. Let's see what we got over here. Let's go.
Suicide, 1, 2, 3. Maybe these drugs are addicted to me. Can you hear me in there? Is there anyone?
Wait a second. That is a nice fucking flip on that. I've never heard a flip like that before. Suicide, 1, 2, 3. Maybe these drugs are addicted to me, not me addicted to it. It's almost like I want to let them go, but they won't let me go. They're addicted to my demise. They're addicted to me destroying myself. It's a nice way to flip that. Wow, I've never heard it flip like that. That's very, very clever. Very good writing there.
Is there anyone there? Keep your dyslexia next to your imaginary friends. They all talk shit about the shape I'm in. Yeah, they really don't care. They're breathing rarefied air. So pack your bags and leave a note, and thank the ones that kept you afloat.
Bruh, I can already tell you I'm fucking gonna love this. I love this idea over here where it's like they're breathing rarefied air. So what they're actually breathing is somewhat rare, but those are the kind of people. So you're gonna have the people that are the ones that should be in your life and the ones that don't give a fuck about. You gotta just let go. You gotta let slide. But that's, you're gonna obviously learn that through time. You're going to really be able to sieve through real friends and not real friends, drinking buddies and fucking guys that'll stand, you know, that'll always have your six. So yeah, anyway, to use a military term, let's go.
And gather all your hopes and dreams. They can keep you company. And go and be your dysfunctional self. Life's too short to play someone else. Cause being normal is just a trap. But you're never so gone that you can't turn back. So go and be unpredictable.
People don't write music like this anymore. You're never too gone that you can't turn back. Just music with absolute fucking purpose without needing to actually try and to sort of take your eyes out to show what they have, essentially. Or speaking about narcissistic fucking bullshit. This over here is literally a message that you can take and metabolize, right? And metastasize in a way that is actually going to add something to your fucking existence, right? Beautiful. Go and be your dysfunctional self. You think you're dysfunctional? That's fine. We're all fucking dysfunctional. Just be you at the end of the day. Stop trying to be everybody else. All I see in today's society, specifically with the youth, is everybody wants to be their identical selves, right? Well, no, it's funny that I said that, Freudian slip. Everybody's trying to be their individual self, but in order for them to actually find their individual self, they literally acquiescing to the rest of society. I want to be me by taking on the standard societal ideology. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy how they don't actually see that. Like, how about you just be you, essentially? Just be you. But the problem today is, like, in order for me to be me, it means that I need to take on the trends of society, right? And that, you've been indoctrinated to believing that that is just who you are. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's me, right? And you're so desperate to hold on to something, right? Because again, we negotiate our personalities, we negotiate our identities at the end of the day, and we do that by sort of playing playing that up against our environment, playing that up against other people and stuff like that. But when you have very strong, powerful, ideological indoctrination that is spreading through society under the auspices of compassion and uniqueness and things like that, all you get is you just get the diversity of look of people, but you don't get the diversity of thought. So what's the point of diversity? If there's no diversity of thought, what's the point of that? Are you really you? Are you really? Doesn't matter how many times or how many different colors you can dye your hair and what you call yourself. If you think like everybody else, where's the diversity in that? Where is the real you, essentially? The real you can't be the exact replica of everybody else in fucking society. Is that the real you? I don't know. But it's just seemed that, we kind of seeing a different type of thing. And not that it's bad that you want to sort of do that, but you see a lot of people just following the same mores of society and then saying that that's their unique selves. Well, your unique self is a carbon copy of the next guy. Is that really your unique self? I don't know. That's something obviously that you have to negotiate yourself with.
Be unpredictable, shatter the glass when it's half full. The audience has waited all this time. You're well rehearsed and you know your lines, so introduce them to the wonderful, dysfunctional you. Maybe they're right. I'm a little too dim when the moment gets bright. I'm a total eclipse. Can you read my...
See, I love the way they're writing is absolutely fire. Where there's like I'm a little too dim when the moment gets bright, essentially. But it's actually what people are telling you. It's like, you're not shining in my light. You're not the center of my universe, essentially. So it's like, you're a little too dim for my bright light. It's just the way people sort of like place you. It's this pigeonholing that we're doing. And this is an old song. So it was already happening back then. Obviously, this whole story that we're having right now, where it's like society has gotten to a real level of sort of dysfunctionality, this is years in the making, literally years in the making, because we had artists like this who really spoke to the individual person and literally gave them really decent messages, like things like that. But you don't get that anymore. You don't get that kind of thing, right, anymore. You're having a society that is very, very, very sort of caught by their social indoctrination because of social media. Social media has caused the majority of this, essentially, where you're kind of looking at society and seeing clones of people, essentially, ideological clones, superficial clones in terms of looks and stuff like that. Even when you actually see today, all you see when you go out today, which is actually crazy, it was something that took me quite aback the other day, is no one's concerned, no one's interested in natural beauty anymore. At least when I went out, there was very light makeup and there was natural beauty, right? Women were just naturally beautiful. And today it's just these fake long extensions, fake eyelashes, Botox in the lips, where you can just see that they've just pumping up their lips like that, right? Plastering on a disastrous amount of makeup. It's like you just don't see the authenticity of people anymore. And not only through the looks are people looking exactly the same, they're even comporting themselves in the same way, that you're not even sitting down with a person and having a real authentic conversation anymore. No one's giving you of their true selves. Everyone's got an angle. Everyone's trying to sort of look at you in a different light in terms of what you can offer them. It's actually quite crazy. It's crazy to even see that, right? No one cares for their natural beauty. I mean, it's a beautiful, naturally beautiful woman that literally don't need to do any of this to themselves, but they do that because society just pushes them to do that kind of thing, right? But those are the kind of people that are deceived to believing that they are their unique selves. But you put them in a lineup of people and you realize they're not. They're literally a carbon copy of every single other person in society. You know what I mean? It's crazy how much the claws of this ideology has literally gripped onto our youth. It's actually mad that literally their beautiful, authentic selves, right, physically, from a physical perspective, can't even be shown authentically, because the next girl is going to be wearing those fake eyelashes. The next girl is going to look like the plastic Barbie doll. Therefore, I need to look like the next girl to seem appealing. It's crazy. Fake breasts, fake. It's just crazy. Everything is fake. And I'm not saying for every single woman, but for a large majority of our young women today, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's madness.
Read my lips. They say, come on, are you out of your mind?
Sorry, and for the men, it's exactly the same. I'm not obviously just dunking on women over here. It's exactly the same for men. Exactly the same thing. Even with the way they think, the way they perceive women, even with the way they see gym, in terms of, instead of it being, it's more like an aesthetic thing, right? It's more like, I want to take all of the supplements, I want to take steroids and whatever else just to pump myself up to look like I'm strong, to look like I'm a strong individual, right? But that doesn't, just because you look like you're strong doesn't mean you have real strength. That's the difference.
The crazy feels good and the water's just fine, so I take a deep breath. They ain't seen nothing yet. So go and be your dysfunctional self. Life's too short to play someone else. 'Cause being normal is just a trap, but you're never so gone that you can't turn back. So go and be unpredictable. Shatter the glass when it's half full. The audience is with it all this time. You're well rehearsed and you know your lines, so introduce them to the wonderful dysfunctional. Who's it gonna be? Who's the first in line? Well, step right up to the firing line. Tell me, tell me. Little by little, it all makes sense when you step right up in our defense. Tell me, tell me. Go and be your dysfunctional self. Life's too short to play someone else. 'Cause being normal is just a trap, but you're never so gone that you can't turn back. So go and be unpredictable. Shatter the glass when it's half full. The audience is with it all this time.
That's a bar. Shatter the glass, so shatter the glass ceiling, right? But also shatter the glass when it's half full, right? Don't even give yourself the chance to be a pessimist, right? Because it's like you're looking at the glass in as half empty, as opposed to looking at it as half full, essentially. So don't even give yourself the chance to even play that game. Shatter the glass and shatter the glass ceiling and go far beyond that. That's very clever. I love the fact that he played on the actual glass, the drinking glass itself, and the pessimism versus optimism type and realism type thing, right? And then also the glass ceiling sort of shattering your limits. Come on, man.
Wait all this time, you're well rehearsed and you know your lines, so introduce them to the wonderful dysfunctional you. Dysfunctional you.
Fire. That was probably my favorite Shinedown track today. 100% my favorite Shinedown track today. I like the other ones as well, but I love the message in this. I love the way he wrote the lyrics here. The lyrics are very, very profound. You guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you on the very next one. Peace.